Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have the second part of Don Winslow of the Navy from 1942. Now, Don Winslow was in comic books, radio adventures, big little books, serials, and newspaper strips. Sadly, today he's hardly known. So here we go with the second half of Don Winslow of the Navy. We'll be back.
Than we were before.
Sure, and you're right. We'd be suicide to jump off of this cliff.
Sure, and you're wrong, Mike. I can make that dive.
Good boy. By golly, Don made it. He escaped them man-eaters.
This escape won't do us any good. Why won't it? Those natives have worked themselves into a frenzy. Can't get through those natives, and that's all there is to it. Well, we can try.
Wait till Moniker, she reckons. Where's my sarong? Here. Keep an eye out, Mike. You know their language, Blake. What are they saying?
The big native is Tambana, their chief. He told his people that we are their friends. That Kaloka, the witch doctor, lies.
That means we can depend upon Tambana to help get us out of here.
What are we waiting for? Let's get in there.
Wait a minute, Red. I'd like to plan some sort of a defense in the event that they attack us. Hey, Doc. The witch doctor's using that microphone to make the natives think that idol's talking to them.
He's telling them that Munakai, their idol, wants the white men sacrificed. That the white men are about to drive them from their island.
A faker.
He's also telling them that Tambana is the friend of the white man and must be sacrificed with him. That Kaloka must be their new king.
This thing is getting plainer every minute. The witch doctor is working with the Scorpion's agents, trying to turn the natives against us.
With faith, then. That's the man we got to lay our hands on.
We'll have to rush them. Maybe the surprise of seeing us will hold them off for a minute. But remember, we have to get Kaloka alive. Mercedes, you stay in back of us out of the line of fire. All right, Red.
Y'all hear them? He's still popping off.
Why did you kill him?
I thought you tried to get him and missed. Have a tough job keeping that mob away from us.
Not if he can explain to them what made their idol speak. The rest of you stay here. I'm going to have a talk with them. Tambana, your sacred idol Monakai did not speak. You and your people were tricked by Kaloka. I will show you. Listen. Kaloka spoke to you. It was not the voice of Munakai, your sacred idol. Speak to your people, Tambana, and tell them that their sacred idol Munakai did not speak to them. Tell them it was the evil work of Kaloka, who has been killed by the idol for his treachery. Tell them that.
Tambana, Parwana, Pudana, Kirata, Tambana, Kaloka, Katamba. I have told my people that you are our friends and that we trust you.
And we trust you, Tambana. We are here to protect you and your people.
Tambana, thank you.
Blake! Pick up the rest of this contraption from the idol. First, we find an up-to-the-minute microphone under the floor of the radio station, and now this.
Yeah, the latest type public address system. Equipment like this must mean that the Scorpion's agents have a complete communication setup.
I'm sure of it. And highly trained technicians and an A1 sending station right here on this island.
Well, if that's the case, we have a job on our hands to try and locate it.
Yeah, this island covers plenty of territory.
Doc, why don't we run a triangulation test? We could use the radio on the 620 and the one around down the bay.
That's a great idea, Red. That's just what I'm going to do. Are you all through, Blake?
Yes.
Well, bring the rest of the equipment and let's get back to the warehouse.
Any luck, Don?
Not much. We've picked up a few messages intended for a station somewhere on this island, but that's all.
Sure, and that's something.
Yes, but as long as that station here on the island is silent, neither Red on the 620 nor Chapman here can get the 2 points we need from which to draw the triangle that'll locate the Scorpion's secret base.
Might be located in that old sea mill.
I wouldn't be surprised, Mike.
Well, it's my firm conviction that when you do locate the Scorpion's radio, you'll discover his headquarters at the same time.
Possibly. But we're going to stick right here until we get some sort of a message from the station we're after. And then we'll triangulate it so fast it'll make your head swim.
Well, good luck. I've got to get back to the mine. Be sure to let me know if there's anything I can do to help you.
Thanks, Merlin.
Scorpion's certainly sending us fine equipment.
We'll need it.
That boat's the latest and best in submarine construction. The Scorpion, what do you do? Cruiser submarine Z40 equipped with plane.
You arrived just in time, Captain Jackson. I have an important job waiting for you.
Good, I'm ready.
The destroyer 620 is lying offshore, attempting to triangulate our radio station here, with the station run down at bay.
Do you want me to attack it, sir?
Oh, no. You can't afford to take that much risk. But you will have to launch your plane. We've got to see about refueling.
Well, having an undersea oil well down here certainly makes this the most perfect secret subbase in the world.
That's why I'm doing everything in my power to protect it.
It's the 620, sir. Radio telephone. I've just picked up something out here I think you ought to get in on. Switch over to the 15 megacycle band and listen in.
Chapman, put it on 15 megacycles. This may be interesting, Mike.
Your continued failure, M22, either to capture my enemy Winslow or to ruin the naval base, proves you are the wrong man for the Tangita assignment.
Don, that's the Scorpion himself talk.
None other, Mike. That definitely proves that there's a secret radio station on this island.
If it would only send so that we could pick it up, sir.
I have too much at stake to allow Winslow to stand in my way. If you can't accomplish what I've ordered, I will place you and all my agents in Tangita. See that my orders are obeyed.
You know what the Scorpion means by replacing us.
Yeah, it means our demise. Disposing of us in his usual way unless we capture Winslow.
Not only capture Winslow, but annihilate the entire setup. Where's Corley and Spike?
The sea mill repairing our radio.
You better get up there right away. Tell Corley to send fake code messages to imaginary submarines any place in the Pacific.
What's that for?
Winslow at the warehouse radio, Pennington at the 620 are trying to triangulate this station, aren't they?
Sure, but all we gotta do is keep Barker from sending.
We'll do better than that. With Corley broadcasting his fake message, Pennington and Winslow are sure to pick it up. That'll make them think that the radio station is located in the mill.
Then they'll destroy it.
No, we'll destroy it before they get there. I want them to believe that the mill is the Scorpion's headquarters.
Well, how do we know when they locate it?
I'm going up there right away and try and find that out. When I do, I'll send Barzak up to bomb the mill.
But we'll be in there and...
Don't be alarmed. I'll instruct Barzak to fly twice over the mill before he bombs it. That'll give you plenty of time to get out.
Okay.
Anything new?
Yes. The station we've been searching for has been sending all right, but we can't make out the code.
Well, can't you triangulate the location of the station?
As nearly as we can judge, it's somewhere in the vicinity of the old sea mill.
Sure, and wasn't that what I was telling you?
Well, I'm still gambling. If you locate the radio at the old sea mill, you'll discover that it's also the Scorpion's headquarters.
I hope you're right. Mike, get Blake. I want you two to start a thorough investigation. As soon as Red gets back with the 620, we'll follow.
Yes, sir. Maybe this once I'll get in on the ground floor of a good fight.
Anything I can do?
I'm afraid not. But I'll let you know how we come out.
Thanks.
It's the 620 again, sir. Lieutenant Pennington calling.
Wait a minute, Mike. Let's see what this is.
The 620 is returned, sir, and is moored in her usual berth.
All right, Red. Come in as quickly as you can. This changes things. Red is back with the 620. So he and I will go up to the mill, and you and Blake follow us later.
Oh, sure. I knew it would turn out that way.
Now, listen. Here's what you and Blake will have to do.
We've been sending for over an hour now, Prindle. We ought to get out.
Sure. Winslow's had all the time he needs to get a line on this station.
We're going to stay right here and keep on sending till the plane flies over the first time. We'll have plenty of time to get out after that.
Yeah, if we're lucky. I don't like this split-second timing.
You and me both. I don't want to be here when those eggs start dropping on this old mill.
Stop worrying. Keep on sending.
Seaboarding review, Captain? Ready, sir. Okay. Lieutenant Bartime will fly the plane. He knows the location of the sea mill. He was sufficiently recovered from his accident to handle the job. Right, sir. All set? Yes, sir. All right. Don't come back and blow that mill off the face of the earth.
And keep a sharp lookout. I'm going on ahead.
Okay, sailor.
I'll signal you from one of the windows the minute I locate anything.
Prindle, come here.
What is it?
Winslow.
This is made to order. If we can capture Winslow alive, everything will be Jake with the Scorpion. Carly, keep on sending that fake message. Spike.
Stand up. All right, over against them. Hurry up. Marsack.
gonna beat it before that guy starts dropping eggs on us.
I'm with you.
Wait, we gotta take Winslow with us.
This is one time I'm forgetting the Scorpion's orders.
Me too, come on.
Taking Winslow with us.
Not me. That's Barsack's second time over. I'm gonna beat it before that guy starts dropping eggs on us.
I'm with you.
Wait, we gotta take Winslow with us.
This is one time I'm forgetting the Scorpion's orders.
Me too, come on.
Pennington's crazy if he expects to find Winslow alive in that old mill.
Don!
Going to have trouble explaining Winslow's death to the Scorpion.
Oh, blame it on Barsack. We can say he didn't give us warning enough before he started unloading those bombs.
It'll be Barsack's word against ours, and Scorpion believe him. We were told to take Winslow alive.
Maybe it's just possible he is still alive.
If he is, Pennington will find him. We'll wait right here and see.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I thought they had you for sure that time. What happened? You were bombed, sailor. That's what happened. A guy in a plane dumped eggs all over the place.
How about those 3 Scorpion agents who were here?
Oh, I took a couple shots at them and they ran into the jungle. Hey, did you find out anything before the fireworks started?
Well, those crooks were working a radio when I first came in, but there's nothing left of it now.
Then you think this was their radio headquarters?
I'm not so sure. Let's get out of here and we'll talk it over.
Why, wait here. Let's go in and...
That's a break. Winslow wasn't killed.
There's only 2 of them. We may still have a chance to catch them alive if we're quick about it.
Oh, praise be, lad. You weren't in there when that Spalpeen in the plane bombed the place.
But I was.
Well, then how...
But why did they bomb it?
Oh, I know the answer to that one myself. It was because Don was in there.
I think you're wrong, Mike. The Scorpion's agents knew in some way that we were attempting to triangulate their radio station. I believe they bombed this place to make it look as though the Scorpion was destroying his own hideout to keep it from falling into our hands.
You mean they wanted us to believe this was their headquarters?
Sure. If they weren't trying to put us off the track, why bomb it?
I've got it. Let's get to our car before they reach theirs. Come on.
But how did they know we were trying to do any triangulating at all?
I don't know, Mike. There must be a leak someplace. A leak that we've got to find and plug if we're ever going to run those crooks to it.
You don't suppose they got their information through that microphone they planted under our radio room?
No. I cut those wires when I found it. Well, let's get back to the warehouse.
What's your idea, Brindle?
When Winslow and his men start getting their car, we'll break from cover. They'll follow us to Sam's house in the native village. With Butch and Sam helping us, we'll take Winslow alive.
By golly, I can't figure out where all them Scorpion agents is hiding themselves on this island.
They could be right out in the open, Mike. They might be miners working for Merlin without his knowing it.
Yeah, they might even be working for me. I don't have any way of knowing it.
Aye. But once they get me 2 hands on the brother skate... laying down a dust screen to keep us away from them. Can you see to drive, lad?
I could drive this thing through a haystack and come out with a needle.
And what do we want with a needle?
Never mind, Mike. Just hang on.
Better slow down, Lieutenant.
No, Red, keep going. We can't afford to lose sight of it.
Did you see which road they took through the village?
No, but there's a couple of cars parked up there that look like the one they were in.
Mike, give me a hat and coat.
And what would you be wanting with them?
I'm going on into the village and see if one of them is their car. And I don't want to advertise my identity.
Well, maybe my hat and coat will get into a good fight. I can't.
Blake, you won't arouse any suspicion. You trail me in at a distance. And if you see me go in one of those houses, you come back here and get the rest of them.
Don, why don't you let one of us go in your place this time?
The Scorpion wants to get me alive. They'll shoot the rest of you on sight. Don't worry. I'll be all right.
Don't worry, says he. And him having all the fun. There's Winslow now.
Yeah, changed his clothes. Thinks he's trying to fool somebody.
Yeah, and he's alone. This ought to be a cinch.
Okay, do as I told you. He's sure to try to come in here.
Who owns this car out here?
Maybe me and maybe somebody else. What's it to you?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you about it.
Come on in if you think it'll do you any good. Now, what do you want to know?
All I can find out about that car out there.
Say, who are you anyway?
Commander Winslow of the United States Navy.
Yeah? If you're Commander Winslow, I'm Admiral of the Fleet.
He's gone inside. We better get up there.
You're wasting your time asking us about that car outside, mister. What would a couple of miners be doing with a car like that?
Oh, so you're a couple of miners, eh?
Yeah, that's right. You heard what we said. Now get going.
Wait a minute. Just answer me a couple of civil questions first.
We ain't answer nothing. Now you're going to get out of here, we're going to have to throw you out. You an expert, mister?
Let him up, fellas. Oh, so there is a connection between this house and the car outside.
Tie him in that chair.
You sure had a lot of nerve busting in here roughhousing my friends.
Hands in the clear, all of you. Now over and face that wall.
You got it just in time, Ray.
Get over there.
Get him untied, Mike.
Let's get out of here.
He's getting away with his two men.
We'll go after them, Commander.
Let them go. I want to question these two miners. All right. What have you got to say for yourselves?
I'm sorry, Commander. I didn't figure who you was busting in the way you did.
What do you know about the man who just escaped?
Well, you mean Spike? Not much. Him and a couple other guys by the name of Pringle and Corley come over here sometime.
Do they work in the mine?
Sometimes, not regular. Why? They deserters in the Navy?
Hardly. We don't have their kind in the Navy.
Oh, I figured if they would, I'd help you catch him.
You knew Merlin, of course.
Oh, sure. He's the big shot of the mine. Ask him about me. What's Clamp's the name? This guy here, Sam Munn.
Let's get back to the mine.
Smart guys. But they can't outsmart the Scorpion agent.
Like it.
You think that mug back there was on the level?
Butch? I'm not sure, but I thought we better check with Merlin before we do anything else.
Sure, and them's my sentiments exactly.
Looks like Butch put it over. Winslow's heading for the mine. Get Merlin for me.
'16 calling M22.
16 calling M22. 16 calling M22.
Hold on, please. M22? Brindle calling, sir.
Okay, Brindle, go ahead.
Winslow and his men are heading for the mine along the shore road.
All right. Cut through on the jungle road and get here before them.
Okay. Looks like this is the time we get Winslow.
Now get this, Brindle. No, I don't want anything to happen that will make Winslow suspicious of the mine. You carry out my orders, leave the rest to me.
The Scorpion is calling.
Bring him in.
going to give you one more chance, M22. With a plane Captain Jeckling brought you on the Z-40 submarine, Barsek should be able to bomb all the construction work Blake has done on the submarine base. See that this is accomplished and report.
That was close, but we got here before Winslow.
Did you see your car arrive?
No, we pulled the car into Tunnel 9. And as we were walking toward the shaft house, we saw Winslow's car coming up the coast hill.
All right. Carly, you stay here. Brindle, you and Spike go above. I may need you, but keep out of Winslow's sight.
Yes? M22? Taylor, the chemist, wants you in the reduction chamber right away. He says it's important.
Okay.
He's on his way up.
Well, I wanted to explain why I can't comply with your demand for more speed in my vaporization and reduction process.
Go ahead, but make it as brief as possible.
When I raise the temperature to 120 degrees in this room, it speeds up vaporization. But those vapors are so deadly that I lose time in ventilating this chamber before it's safe for anyone to get in here to reload the tanks.
You ventilate this chamber from the control room?
Yes, sir. I open and close the ventilators from the control room. With the same lever, I open the door.
He's better get over to the shaft house. Winslow and his gang are just driving through the gate.
I'll get over right away. All right, go ahead with your vaporization, the same as you've been doing. But remember, we have to ship some more gold out of here right away to keep up our front.
Yes, sir.
You better stay right here in the car and wait for me.
Can't we just snoop around a bit?
No, Mike, this is just a social call. I'm Merlin.
Well, Commander, this is an agreeable surprise.
Thanks. I'd like a little information about some of your miners.
Why, of course, Winslow. I'm entirely at your service.
Do you have 3 men by the names of Prindle, Spike, and Corley working for you?
Prindle, Spike, and Yes, I believe we have, but not regularly. Why do you ask?
Those men are definitely Scorpion agents.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Shouldn't be difficult to round them up.
Mr. Merlin, there's some serious trouble in lateral number 2. The engineer in charge would like you to go down there at once.
I'm sorry, Commander. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me for a couple of minutes. You can wait in my office if you like.
Thank you very much.
I put the ore in all the tanks, sir. You can go ahead with your vaporization.
Oh, good, good.
Hold it, Prindle. There are a few questions I want answered.
We can't talk here. I don't want Merlin to know I'm in the mine.
No, he's going to know it. All right. Start walking towards the elevator. Move. As soon as I get these dials set. Now, close the reduction chamber door.
Yes, sir.
Now, 120 degrees. M22's in a hurry for the gold.
M22 is always in a hurry.
M22's in a hurry for the gold.
M22 is always in a hurry.
Tanner, quick, open the reduction chamber. Winslow's trapped in there.
Open it, Eddie.
Here, give him this. It'll neutralize the effects of the acid fumes.
Close the door, Taylor. The fumes are spreading.
Close the reduction chamber door.
Yes, sir.
Well, the step seems to help. My head's beginning to clear a little.
Good.
What happened? I don't know. The last thing I seem to remember is fighting two men.
Was that one of them?
Yes. Is he dead?
I think so, Commander. I saw you struggling with him, and I shot him to save your life.
Sorry you did that, Merlin. We make it a rule in naval intelligence to capture men, not to kill them.
Sure, and he's right. Them spalpeens is worth more alive to be answering questions than dead.
Well, I'm sorry, Commander. I was only thinking of helping you.
Here's something, sir.
The Scorpion's insignia.
That proves he was a Scorpion agent.
Yes. It was the M22.
I believe he was, sir. These papers seem to prove it.
Official orders. All address to M22.
Well, I guess M22 won't be bothering us anymore.
Boy, what a relief to have him out of the way.
There were 3 men that worked on that mine. The other 2 might still be here.
Is there anything I can do to help you, Commander?
Yes, Merlin, there is. I'd like to have you take me on a personally conducted tour of inspection through your mine. If those 2 men are working here, I'll recognize them.
By all means.
I'd like to go with you, Don.
Sure, Red, come on.
We'll stick around up here and do a little inspecting on our own.
Good idea, Mike.
Make yourself at home. I'm sure you'll find it interesting.
Winslow and that red-headed stooge of his are inspecting the mine.
Is M22 with him?
Yeah,
He ought to be smart enough to keep him from finding the secret entrance to this place.
I hope so. If they barge in here, it'll be curtains for all of us.
This is the last tunnel, Commander.
It seems to be.
If those men were here, we'd have found them.
Well, wait a minute. Where does this lead?
A couple of natives were killed there in a cave-in. The tunnel was too dangerous to work, so we had to abandon it. It's been barricaded for over a year. There's no way anyone could possibly get into that tunnel now.
Anybody'd be crazy to go to a place as dangerous as that looks.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, Rainbow Room, operator.
Going up.
Thanks very much, Merlin, for your cooperation.
Not at all, Commander. I'm glad to do anything I can to help you fellas round up that gang responsible for the sabotage at the naval base.
I wish a few more people on Tangita felt that way about it.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about M22 anymore.
That's true enough. Well, thanks again, Merlin. Red, let's find the others and get back to the warehouse.
Yes, sir.
M22, we got the undersea oil well operating at full blast, and they're refueling the Z40.
That's fine. But all the undersea oil wells in the world won't do us any good till Winslow's out of the way.
But what's up?
You'll find out in the radio room. I've got to report to Scorpion. Contact the Scorpion.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting for your report, M22.
Prendle is dead. I shot him to prevent his capture by Winslow. He would have talked and given away the whole setup.
You did well. We must take no chances on losing our base on Tangita.
Winslow is becoming suspicious of the mine. Have we your permission to dispose of him permanently?
If it is absolutely necessary, remove Winslow. Nothing must interfere with our plans. And Winslow's destroyer, the 620, must be torpedoed. Our operations are at a standstill with that Navy ship in Tangita waters. The 620 must be destroyed. Those are my orders.
Take the 620? The Scorpion must be crazy. If you do that, the Navy will only send down more destroyers and blow us off the map.
Easy, Barzak. Those are his orders, and we've got to carry them out.
Yes. And if we miss this time, it'll be curtains for all of us.
That's why we can't afford to miss. Your first job is to put Winslow's new plane out of commission.
You're not after letting the Scorpion get your nanny goat, are you, Don, my boy?
Not yet, Mike. But we've got to round up the rest of the Scorpion's gang.
Well, that should be easier now with M22 dead.
I have a hunch that M22 isn't dead. And if I'm right, that's the clue we need.
But, Don, why should this man Pringle, the one that was shot, have M22's letters and papers in his pocket?
I don't know, Red, but I'm still not convinced that it was M22.
Message from the 620, sir.
Thanks.
What is it, Don?
Grady is ill. That means you'll have to take command of the 620 until he recovers.
What about your hunch on M22?
I'll answer that when I've done more investigating up at the mine. Right now, you'd better get out to the ship. Oh, Chapman, radio the 620 that Lieutenant Pennington is taking over.
Aye, aye, sir.
I'm sorry, Red, but we can't take any chances with the old 620.
It's okay, Don. I'd like to help you follow your hunch, but I guess my job's to be where the Navy needs me most.
That's the spirit, laddie. And with Commander Winslow's permission, I'll go with you. You'll be wanting the advice of a man of my wisdom and experience.
Hello, girls.
Hello, Don. How are you, sailor? What's the good word?
Not so good, I'm afraid, Misty. Red has just gone out to the 620, so I'm afraid your little dinner party with him will have to be postponed.
No, isn't that just my luck? A chance for a free meal and something else to spoil it.
Good news, Commander. I just talked to Simpson, my mechanic, out at the hangar. He's fixed that trouble with the motor of your new plane.
Oh, that's great. I've been anxious to try that new model out ever since we unloaded it from the Baratavia.
Simpson's tuning her up now. Says she's the sweetest model he ever saw.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I could use a good plane on this assignment.
Yes, it might come in handy to locate the Scorpion's hideout.
That's why I'm so anxious to test it out. I'm going out to the hangar right away.
Wait a minute, Don. You promised to take me up, and I'm going to hold you to that promise.
Not this time, Mercedes. I haven't tried it out yet.
But, Don, I've helped you out before. And anyway, 4 eyes are better than 2 in locating the Scorpion's headquarters.
Okay, honey, but remember, I haven't tested it yet, so it's your responsibility.
And her neck.
All of you and Spike stay here. And be ready if I need help.
Okay, Barzak. Be sure you do a good job.
Winslow's plane won't even be able to taxi when I get through with it. Commander Winslow sent me over to test the new plane.
Got a signed order?
That's not Simpson in there.
Why, Don, that's Barzak.
You wait here.
What's the finish of Winslow's plane?
Where's Bossy?
He went out that door. Don, we can't get through there.
Mercedes! The plane!
So, you took care of the plane. And Winslow. All you did was blow up a building.
Winslow isn't human. I tell you, he's out cold on the floor.
Well, for an unconscious guy, he's doing all right with that plane.
That was a close call. The plane certainly came through in fine style.
She's supposed to be the best in the air.
You know, that's certainly something, going through a fire without burning.
Well, that's the new type fireproof. Maybe I better set it down.
Not until I've had my flight.
Okay, Skipper. We'll circle the 620 and salute red.
Bonds, had plenty of time to get rid of that plane. Radio the Z-40. Proceed according to plan. Yes, sir.
M22 calling Z40.
Plane ready.
Release the catapult.
Mike, I hope Don's hunch about the Scorpion gang was right.
Sure, it has made us hope in the same. Those dirty rascals has made enough trouble for our new naval base. The plane. Sure, he's heading straight for us.
That's not Don's plane.
And it must be one of those Scorpion devils. The blasted idiot's diving right onto us.
Gotta get general quarters. Repel air attack.
Bomber attacking the 620.
Bomber. I'm going after him.
Sure, he's had enough.
Cease firing.
Look, Red, there's another ship going after that devil.
Well, that's Don's new plane.
It is that. Sure, the Bryzon's on the job.
Mercedes.
By golly, Red, sure I thought it was curtains for the boy that time.
Not with Don handling that plane. I was sure he'd pull out of it.
Look, he's heading back for Tangita.
We're getting back to our anchorage.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Nice bit of driving, Mercedes.
Thanks for a minute. I didn't think I'd be able to pull her out of it.
I'll take over the controls.
Do you feel all right?
Sure.
I'll bet Mike and Red were certainly surprised to see us pull out of that dive.
What happened to the other plane?
Crashed into the ocean and sank.
I wonder if there's a chance that the other pilot...
I don't think so. Don, look down there under the water.
A submarine.
The Scorpions?
I'm sure of it.
Are you going to warn the 620?
Can't. The radio hasn't been installed in this plane. Fortunately, I don't have to. Red is taking the 620 into her anchorage now. I'm going to follow that sub. It may lead us to the Scorpion's secret sub base. It's headed for those rocks.
It's going right into the rocks.
Oh. So that's why we couldn't locate it. The Scorpion's secret sub base is underwater.
But how do they get to it from the island?
That's what we're going to find out. I'm going to get Blake's diving equipment, and we'll see just where that submarine went.
This is 3:40. It's about time. The Scorpion is waiting for Jacklin's report. Bomb the 620?
No, M22. They drove our plane out with their anti-aircraft fire.
The pilot should have renewed the attack.
Well, he tried, but his plane was intercepted by Winslow.
Winslow?
There was a terrific dogfight, and our plane crashed into the ocean.
Jacklin, have your submarine refueled. Our undersea oil well is running full blast. Tell your crew to be ready for immediate action.
Yes, M22.
Then confine yourself to your quarters until I get the Scorpion's answer to my report of your failure. Barker, contact the Scorpion.
Yes, M22.
Scorpion is ready, sir. Bring him in.
I'm awaiting your report, M22. Did Jacqueline destroy Winslow's ship, the 620, as I ordered?
No, Master. The Z-40's plane was downed in a fight with Winslow.
Winslow. That proves again Winslow is too smart for you and all the operators under you. I am tired of your alibis, M22. I want action. One more failure like this, and you will suffer the scorpion's sting. Listen carefully. There must be no mistakes. The United States cruiser and transport ship carrying Marines are sailing for Tangita to operate under Winslow's command. They must not be allowed to reach the island. Work on the new naval base is going ahead at full speed. It must be stopped. This can only be accomplished by Winslow's capture and the destruction of the 620. Do you understand?
Yes, Master.
Then, obey my orders.
Well, the Scorpion surely picks out tough jobs for us.
Yeah, well, you heard what he said. We've got to stop that marine transport and cruiser.
The Z-40 can take care of that.
Use your head. Winslow will undoubtedly send the 620 to convoy him in. Our submarine wouldn't have a chance against those two Navy ships.
Yes, and Winslow will probably send commands by radio.
Radio, that's it. If we had their secret codes, we could send them orders to go any place we wanted them to. Even around the North Reef.
Into our secret minefield.
Right. But we need those codes.
I'll take calling the rest down to Blake's warehouse. We'll get Mr. Winslow's codes.
See that you do.
Here are the last of the figures from the 620, sir.
Thanks, Chapman. Mercedes, look at this.
It's all Greek to me, Don. You promised to explain it to me someday.
All right, I'll explain it right now. Our problem was to locate the Scorpion's secret hideout by triangulation. Now, here is the 620, and here is our radio room. Both the ship and Chapman managed to intercept messages from that secret radio station. Now, through a complicated system of mathematics, we calculate the angle and the distance from the two known points. Then, drawing two lines, they intersect here.
The North Reef. Why, Don, that's where the submarine disappeared.
Right. And that proves the Scorpion's hideout is located right there. If Blake has that diving equipment ready, I'm going right down to investigate.
Oh, I know, but Don...
Let's go into the other office. Chapman has some important work to do for me and shouldn't be disturbed.
Oh, Misty.
Well, what's all the excitement? Now, don't tell me you've discovered I'm the Scorpion.
Be sensible. Don's discovered something really important.
Well, what is it?
I've located the Scorpion's hideout.
You can say that again.
Everything's all set, Forsyth.
Okay, Spike. Where's Slade?
Running back with Joe, waiting like you told him.
Remember, Corley, we've got to get those code books.
Don't worry, if they're in that safe, I'll get them. I've opened plenty of them before.
As soon as Blake's crew gets the diving equipment ready, I'm looking over those rocks where the submarine disappeared.
Looks like you found what we've been looking for.
You have that. And we'll be closing in on that M22 and the rest of his gang in no time at all.
Commander, the diving outfit's loaded on the tug and we're waiting for you.
Well, thanks, Blake. We'll start work immediately.
I hope your discovery puts an end to the sabotage that's been holding up my construction work on the new naval base.
Oh, there's no doubt of it.
I'm going with you, Don. If you're doing any diving, I'm handling the air supply.
And no doubt you'll be wanting the advice of a man of my experience.
Commander, in here, quick! Commander, in here!
We'll get them later.
They were after the codes, sir, but they didn't get them.
Thanks to you, Chapman. Oh, Mercedes, will you find the doctor and have him look after these men?
All right, Don.
Radio message, sir, from Captain Tilford. Cruiser, Eureka, and Marine Transport are due off Tangita in 3 hours.
Good. Tell them to stand by for further orders.
Aye, aye, sir.
Let's get aboard the tug and investigate those rocks and find out where the Scorpion submarine went.
It's the latest type Navy equipment. They let me have it for my underwater work at the base.
Couldn't ask for better. Let's get started.
All right, Captain Neal, cast off.
All right, cast off.
Hello, Swank. Doctor fix you up all right?
Yeah, Jim, thanks. I've got to get back to the mine and warn M22 about Winslow locating the secret entrance to the sub base.
Yeah, but watch yourself.
What's the idea of shoving? That's one of the men who were fighting in the radio room. Well, why don't we follow him? He might lead us to the Scorpion's hideout. Certainly would help Don. Well, what are we waiting for? He's gone into the mine. We'll tell Mr. Merlin about it. He'll find him and turn him over to Don.
Rocky, there's a couple young women outside. They look like Winslow's friends. See if they don't snoop around.
Good afternoon, ladies. Anything I can do for you?
Well, yes, we just thought we want to see Mr. Merlin.
He isn't here right now, but you can wait in his office, right over there.
Thank you.
I told you to get those code books. Our hands are tied without them. M22! Yes, what is it?
Winslow's located the underwater entrance to this cave and is out there now with diving equipment investigating it.
Corey, round up a couple of other men, quick. Barsack, warn up the speedboat. You're gonna break up Winslow's little party.
Over the top.
Slide it over.
Got it?
All right, the bell. Hold it up.
Well, Red, hope we find something.
All right, the helmet. Hey, got it done. You look like a banshee.
Sure making I feel like one.
Why, you...
You're all set, Don.
boys. Preach!
What's wrong?
Man, the pump's break there. Come on, down there.
What's wrong with my airlock?
There's a man drowning down there. Far side, the 620, she's bearing down on us. Come on, Black, come on. See if Don's all right.
Steer for that tug. Ahead full speed.
Ahead full speed. Both engines ahead full speed. Don. Are you all right, Don?
Red. Hold me up.
He's all right. Oh, he wants to come up. Stand by and bring up the diver.
Give me a lift, Red.
There we are.
Why was my air cut off?
Some Scorpion agents jumped us.
Did you get rid of them?
Yeah.
What did you find down there? Observation mines.
Observation mines?
Yes. There's a whole field of them laying on the bottom. They must be guarding some secret underground cave.
What are you going to do about them?
Find the control shack that operates the mines and explode them before they can do any harm.
Well, let's get busy.
Let's get going, Captain.
Up, anchor, Pete.
Aye, aye.
Red.
Yeah.
The first thing we have to do is to get back to Tangita as quickly as possible and radio Captain Tilford aboard the Eureka. And tell him to attack the mine and the mining village with a landing party as soon as he can get into position. Get this off.
I'm telling you, M22, we had Winslow and his entire gang under control when the 620 came barging down on us. We had to get away.
And you don't know what happened to Winslow.
I do. They pulled him up. He's on his way to the warehouse to radio the Eureka to send a landing party to attack the mine.
Wozak, you and Corley get down to that radio station. Cut the power line. Do anything you have to, but stop that radio call.
Hey, what about Winslow's two girlfriends we're holding prisoner in the inner cave room?
Nearly forgotten about them.
I don't suppose there's any hope of our ever getting out of here. There is. Don ever finds out that Merlin's holding his prisoners.
Now get down to that radio station.
I've got to get some dry clothes.
All right, make it fast.
Misty. Mercedes.
They're not in here, Commander.
Huh. Where are Miss Colby and Miss Gay?
I don't know, sir. They haven't been around all day.
That's strange. Get Captain Tilford aboard the Eureka for me.
He's been trying to reach you for the last hour, Commander.
All right, call him back.
Aye, aye, sir. Commander Winslow, Rondana, calling cruiser Eureka, Captain Tilford. Come in, please.
Captain Tilford, United States cruiser Eureka.
Winslow speaking, sir. I have just located the Scorpion's headquarters on this island. It is directly connected with the Tangita gold mine inside the North Reef. Please put ashore a landing party at once and attack both the mine and the mining village.
I'll lay out of the North Reef and put a landing party ashore at once. Any further suggestions?
I've also discovered that there is a mine on the... Hello? Hello, Captain Tilford? Hello? What's the matter?
Power cut-offs.
Them Scorpion agents again. Cut in the emergency batteries.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mike, find out what happened to the power.
Yes.
And find out who fired that shot.
Well, Winslow's radio will never send out another message.
Look, Winslow's Irish stooge and Blake.
Ah, sure, there's no use trying to do anything with those wires.
There's a chance to take two more of Winslow's gang.
We might as well go back and tell Winslow that...
Tell Winslow nothing. Put your hands up and keep quiet. All right, turn around. And start walking.
Well, what happened?
We captured Splendid and Blake and put them in the inner cave room with the two girls. Winslow's radio is completely out of commission.
Good. How far did he get with that radio message?
He radioed the Eureka to send a landing party to attack us at once.
And he sent that landing party to a sure death.
You mean the mines?
Certainly. Take Corley and get to that control shack as fast as you can.
And blow up every boat that tries to pass the line.
Right. Spike, round up all the miners. Cover the beaches in case any of that landing party should get through. I'll teach Winslow what it means to attack me.
Scorpion M22.
Bring him in.
What's your report?
We have failed to intercept the cruiser and the transport. They are now about to put a party ashore to attack the mine and the village.
You have bungled this job, M22, to the point where your only chance of success is to fight to the death. You know the penalty if you fail.
Yes, Master. That's what we're preparing to do now. Fight to the death.
What happened?
They blew our radio out. What did you find out about Mercedes and Misty?
I called the Pacific Hotel, and they haven't been seen there since this morning. Couldn't get a trace of them.
I'm afraid there's only one answer, then. The Scorpion's agents must have gotten hold of them somehow. They may have taken them up to the mine.
That's where I'm going.
No, you're not. We'll take care of the girls. I want you to get out to the 620 and radio Captain Tilford to stay clear of those minefields when he makes his attack. We can't run the chance of having an entire landing party wiped out.
Right. What do you want me to do, sir?
Scout around the mines and see if you can find out anything about the girls. I'm going to try to locate the control shack that operates those observation mines. I can't take a chance of Lieutenant Pennington not reaching the 620 before Captain Tilford makes his attack.
Aye, aye, sir.
Reach land, we haven't got a chance.
They won't land. Once they get over that minefield, it'll be the end of them. This indicator is worked on a triangulation basis. When the points cross, that means the boats of the landing party are directly over the observation mines. Now remember, when the point is crossed, throw the switches, and the mines will go up.
Right.
got a chance.
Yes, we have. All I have to do is blow up the main lateral tunnel and plug up the entrance. Nobody could reach us then. This is the last one. It'll take a month to dig into the mine after this one.
We haven't got a chance.
Yes, we have. All I have to do is blow up the main lateral tunnel and plug up the entrance. Nobody could reach us then. This is the last one. It'll take a month to dig into the mine after this one.
That was the last explosion.
Yeah, that should take care of it.
Let's see what effect they had.
All right, you two. Reach.
Winslow.
Now take me to your two prisoners, Miss Gay and Miss Colby.
Drop that gun, Winslow.
Merlin.
Pick up his gun, Barzak.
Pleasure, M22.
So, just as I suspected, you're M22.
At your service.
Well, I'll say one thing for the Scorpion. He certainly picks smart agents.
Smart enough to take care of the best the Naval Intelligence has to offer?
Don't be too sure of that, Merlin. This battle isn't over yet.
It is as far as you're concerned. Put him with the others, Barzak, then come back to the radio room.
Open up. You'll find your friends inside.
Don.
I told you the lad would find us.
I'm afraid I'm not doing you much good.
Contacted the Scorpion, M22.
Good.
I received your call, M22. I'm waiting for your report.
We have obeyed your orders and captured Don Winslow. He is now a prisoner with the others.
Winslow a prisoner. So you finally succeeded in one of your assignments. Bring Winslow and his friends to me immediately. Use submarine Z-52.
Yes, Master. It will start as soon as the submarine is refueled. Shall we destroy the Tangita base?
No, you imbecile. We could never replace it. We'll abandon it temporarily until the Navy ceases its snooping.
But Pennington and other naval men know of the location of the base and...
Then your final task before leaving Tangita is to sink the Navy ships now at anchor near the island. See that there are no survivors to tell the location of our underwater base.
Parker, you're to remain on Tangita. Watch developments and notify us when it's safe to return.
Me stay on this island alone while you and the others get out with a whole skin? Not this time, M22. Get over there. This time, you're the one that's staying.
You can't get away with it, Parker.
Maybe I can't get away with it, but it's worth trying. For months, I've been sitting here like a rat in a trap taking orders. Well, now I'm giving them.
Nice work, Barzak. We'll send Higgins to take his place. As soon as the submarine is refueled, shut off the main pipeline to our undersea oil well. We're clearing out.
We're filling reserve tanks now.
Good, let me know when you're ready. Barzak, you help Spike get Winslow and the others on board the submarine.
What's the idea of taking Winslow?
Scorpion wants to see him.
I'd hate to be in his shoes when the Scorpion gets hold of him.
And I can imagine what a shock it was when you found out that Mr. Merlin was M22.
I was pretty sure of it, but I was more anxious to discover this hideout than I was to arrest Merlin.
Why did you suspect him?
Mostly because he was always trying to place the blame on others. Well, if I'd followed my first hunch, we wouldn't be in this place.
Ah, don't waste your time crying over spilt milk. We should be figuring a way to get out of this gopher hole.
You don't have to worry about getting out of here. You're leaving now.
Where are you taking us?
Scorpion's planned a nice little sea voyage for you.
We're ready, M22.
All right, put Higgins in the radio room. Round up the rest of the men, tell them to come aboard. All right, Barzak. Come on, start moving.
Go along. Come on, Splendid. Over there. Through the door, Winslow. Make yourselves comfortable. We have a little unfinished business with the 620 before we leave Tangita.
Make yourselves comfortable in a pig boat.
The prisoners are in the compartment aft, M22.
See that they stay there. Rig ship for diving.
Big ship for diving.
I wonder where them devils is taking us.
We'll find that out soon enough, Mike. Right now, I'm worried about the 620.
Don, you don't think they'll try to sink her?
That's exactly what they're planning to do.
Well, they wouldn't dare.
Oh, you're wrong, Misty. They're desperate enough to try anything. That's why we've got to find some way to stop them. Uh-oh. We're underway.
Unable to locate Commander Winslow. All entrances to mine destroyed by explosion. Await further orders. Chapman. Chapman might help me locate the underwater entrance to the Scorpion's hideout. Tell Chapman to have Blake's crew continue the search of the mine, and then to come aboard at once.
Aye, aye, sir.
You've got to find Commander Winslow.
It's the 620. Torpedoes to stand by. Bring Winslow here. It's traditional for the commander to see the end of his ship.
Mike, if we could get control of
Winslow. M22 wants to talk to you. Come on.
Take a look, Commander. You recognize the 620? Take a good look, because it's the last time you'll ever see her. Our torpedoes are ready for firing. When we reach the proper bearing, they'll be released and sink your ship. Fire on torpedoes!
Look, sir. Torpedo off the port bow.
It's bad marksmanship if they're firing at us. It's not even close.
Change course, 3 degrees right.
There's the periscope.
Release depth bombs.
Release depth bombs.
Depth bomb. Flash dive. Cut the motors. Barzak, release some oil. Let them think they sunk us. We'll stay on the ocean floor tonight and then try again. Put him with the others.
Don, what happened?
I released their torpedoes before they were on bearing. The 620 sighted us and unloaded a rash can.
Did they cripple the submarine?
No. Merlin's going to lay low until tonight, and then he's going to try again.
Oh, Don, I wish there was some way we could warn Red.
Well, you know what it means, Misty, if the 620 locates us.
We'll drown with Merlin and his crew. But I'm willing if it'll save Red and all the others.
Good girl. Well, Blake, how about you? The rest of us are Navy, but you're a civilian.
Go ahead, Commander. I'll do anything to help the Navy clear out this scorpion's nest.
That's the talk. And we're all agreed. Thanks.
Oil on the surface.
Sound is all clear, sir.
Good. We must have sent that sub to the bottom.
How do you expect the 620 to hear that?
Water carries sound. She may pick it up on the sound detector.
Sound detector report, sir. Submarine right beneath us.
Winslow, stop that noise.
Hold it, you cutthroats. Get the guns down.
Right, Mike. All right, Garland. Get forward to the rest of your gang. Come on. Come on, hurry it up. Keep them covered, Mike. Come on, get out of here.
Release depth bombs.
Release depth bombs.
I've got them all locked up. Good work, Mike. Now we'll try to find some way to get this tub to the surface. Poor devils. That depth bomb wiped them out. Mike. Yes, sir. Release the marker buoy.
Marker boy, sir, off starboard.
Send a boat to investigate it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Release a little more oxygen, Blake. Hello? 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 It's the 620.
They have picked up the marker boy. Message follows. Commander Winslow aboard submarine with others.
Don's aboard.
They can't use escape lungs. The pressure's too great. They're on bottom at 200 feet.
Can we get Pearl Harbor to send the rescue chamber immediately?
They won't be able to get it here in less than 72 hours.
Their oxygen will be gone long before that, sir.
If you'll radio for the diving bell, I'll take an airline down to the submarine.
It's suicide to go down to that depth.
I'll take that chance if you'll send for Blake's tug and have him get the diving equipment ready. They've sent for the rescue chamber. Let's hope they get it here in time.
That's the last of the oxygen.
Wait down. Watch your head. Okay. Where's your arm? Where's your arm? Here, all right.
Hold up much longer.
It's red. Using a secret code. Attaching the air hose. Good old Red. Only man in the world could
make that dive. Oh, sure. He'll have us on the surface. In no time at all.
Red, look at this. From the Navy Department.
Suffering snakes, will you look at the lad? They must have made him to sink us.
Well, it's no more than he deserved.
I'm glad they realize what you've done, Commander. Without you, I'd never have been able to have finished building the new naval base.
Well, how about Red? None of us would have been alive to talk about it if he hadn't rescued us from that submarine.
Now you're talking, Don. Every time I think about it, I could just hug you.
Oh, I'm ready right now. Message from Captain Holding, sir.
Oh, thank you. Report immediately with 620 at Honolulu. Have evidence of Scorpion activity in Alaska. Am assigning you and Pennington to investigate. Captain Holding, Naval Intelligence.
That about finishes your part of the job on Tangita, eh, Commander?
On Tangita, yes. But my job won't be finished until the Scorpion and all others who encourage sabotage are wiped off the face of the earth.
Back already, that was the end of Don Winslow of the Navy from 1942. Don Winslow will return in Don Winslow in the Coast Guard. So join us next time for another new old movie serial on Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. And if you can, go to YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show, hit like and subscribe, and you'll never miss one of my shows. Thanks again, folks. Good night. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.